speaking. Voice of God, every word I jot. Feel the spirit breathing. Best new artist, but the way I cook, very seasoned. Everything around me moving, like bachata. Usher told me do it my way. Frank Sinatra. Been a shotter, been locked in with my katas. Now I got them raving how I'm big on lines. Hello, Denata. Sheesh. On God, I'm a dog, bro. Need a clergy collar, dodging fleas from you, dog. Adversely, I affect a demon with this God flow. Then put out my queen and yell out bravo. Yeah, we on baby number quattro. Yeah, my whole crib look like a art show. Yeah, pockets on avocado. I'm like a bird. Let me.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're in for a show from Anthony Richardson.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So here are the Texans now with a fresh face at quarterback, the second overall pick from Ohio State, C.J. Stroud.
I think the hope was to let him sit and learn for a bit, but he was thrown right into the fire in week 1. Now we'll see what kind of lessons he's learned as he prepares for his second start in the NFL.
A man coming off a great rookie year, it's Dameon Pierce. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give them 15 yards to start their first drive of the game. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
From the 41, here's second down and 8. Pierce gets this one running right. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch them?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Well, look now at the 2023 draft class for the Texans, and people still talking about the move they made, trading up in the first round, becoming the third team ever to make 2 of the draft's first 3 selections.
And what a bold move they made, considering what they gave up. But for a team rebuilding like the Texans, I think that was a move they felt like they had to make. Got the quarterback C.J. Stroud, pass rusher Will Anderson Jr. They're going to be the faces of the Houston franchise going forward.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Stroud on 3rd down now. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. The veteran Kyle Van Noy in there to drop him. On 4th down, here's Cameron Johnston on to punt for Houston. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Colts to take over for the first time, and leading the way is the number 4 pick in the draft out of Florida. Here's Anthony Richardson.
And he said he was feeling good in the lead up to the season, and he proved it in a big way in week 1 with 4 touchdown passes. Had the offense moving at peak efficiency right at the start of the year. Awfully impressive.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Woods will say he should have had it, and it's 3rd down and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Take a look at the defense for these Texans. And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently set. Richardson hit it, he fumbles it. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. So that play, I mean, it was pretty well blown up from the start, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, when you're running the option like that as a quarterback, you have so many different keys and reads to make that sometimes as you're making them, you're not protecting the ball the way you should, and it gets popped free.
And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd
now Stroud. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
It's 4th down.
They'll try and run for it. And this winds up a disaster. Nowhere near the marker. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Richardson to the air on 1st down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. A nice throw right there. And, Charles, this is game number 2 in the NFL for this young rookie. His guys getting the victory last week, and he played pretty well by most accounts. Curious, what did you see?
I saw something similar to what you described, Brandon, because I saw a guy who looked the part, a guy who was in command, not just with the touchdown passes, but definitely looked to be in control of the offense as well. And you and I both know that's often uncommon for a rookie quarterback.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Richardson out of the shotgun. Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods. Pretty darn good, as you see right there on your screen.
I'll echo that. Darn good. 2 touchdowns, right? And the ability to be in sync with each other, right? To understand that he's going to be where the quarterback expects him to be when the ball's thrown.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Touchdown! Jelani Woods, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Matt Gay on for the extra point. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And a Jelani Woods touchdown catch capped things off. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Phillips now from the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Colts pick it up. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now Richardson. And this taken in by Downs. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
It's a gain of 9.
Line of scrimmage, the 9. 2nd and about a yard. Richardson looking to throw. Over the middle into the hands of Woods. And the Colts are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Well, he does have 1 touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him 1st and goal. But you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a 2nd time in this one.
Might want the ball here on the next play. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Jonathan Taylor, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Colts lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Phillips now from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. And here comes the Texans now. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 9. Play action. Stroud now sliding out of the pocket toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. You look at this Colt defense. They come into play number 12 in the NFL against the run.
And that play right there shows exactly why they're so good against the run. Held the line of scrimmage, held the point of attack, and
Stroud is hit, and the ball is loose. And the Colts pick it up. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. This defense, Charles, very opportunistic here early. A second fumble recovery in this first quarter of play.
Yeah, you mentioned the right word, opportunistic and aggressive, because once they got the first fumble recovery, they were eager to get a second one. And
touchdown, Colts! Isaiah McKenzie, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Phillips now from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They start the drive with Cook. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right? Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football, as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. Here's Cook again. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jayon Brown. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
On the ready. Shot alert! Shot alert! Alert! Alert!
And they'll begin by running the option. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
Richardson's throw pulled in by Woods. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
At the 26-yard line.
There, Richardson back to throw it. He'll drop this down to Taylor. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Check, Panther, Reno.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And the Colts are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Unlock line. No. Hey, check that.
Taylor diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Houston's offense taking over again. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right, throw it out the window.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Jayon Brown. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Gay is on for the point after. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
And they'll accept that penalty. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. That pick 6 just a moment ago. Things went from bad to worse. Look up at the scoreboard now. Not looking good here. We'll see if they can put something together on this drive. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
And they'll go right back to Pierce. Able to push his way through. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. They run again on 1st down. Cook. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Here's 2nd and 3. Now they'll change things up. Stroud will throw it. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 4 yards the pickup. 1st down. Stroud. Right back to Cook for another completion. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 2nd and 9. Stroud looking to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 30. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is out of bounds here. A gain of 7 that time. Second and goal.
A gain of 7 brings up second and goal.
Cook is into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Now Jonathan Taylor and the Colts offense retakes center stage. Good returns on the last drive. He hit the end zone for the second time. Good returns in this first half, really.
Yeah, good returns for his team. Really good return for the guy. And you know where I'm going. Darn right. Those fantasy guys who have him on their team, they're rejoicing right now, and they have a high expectation that what they've seen already will continue.
You talk about fantasy a lot, but you don't. Why don't you just play?
I'm not good enough to play in a fantasy game. I enjoy watching
you do it. You're an analyst. You're an expert.
I mean, you were a champ last year. Keep it up.
5th place.
Okay. Well, that's a champ in my book.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Richardson out of his hands quickly to Pittman, and he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 11 yards for number 11. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
A 62-yard attempt.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end. So we've come to half. Well, everyone's eager to resume play here in this Week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
73 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They go play action with Richardson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And while all of that was going on, we have an injured player out there in need of some attention. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. In motion, the tight end. Up the middle, here's Taylor. Breaks the tackle, now an alley. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Not only an explosive play, but an explosive run. I mean, broken tackles along the way to pick up that yardage.
The way things kept churning for him, feet were moving, the legs were driving. Looks like someone who spent his offseason working on hill work, running through sand, all the things that you want to build up those leg muscles.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. That goes for a gain of 31.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability. And that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall. Got a man. It's Pittman, and he holds it in for the Colts touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Colts take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Juju Brents. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. To return it, Darius Phillips. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here, a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. On 3rd down, here's Richardson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
He'll return it from the 6. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Let's go.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. Pierce now up the middle, and just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10. And quickly they get to the line. Throwing now is Stroud. And that will be incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. Stroud and company going for it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down, and he'll have it by plenty as it turns out to be a big gainer there on 4th down. And Stroud now to throw. And this is caught. It's Brown. And out across midfield down to the 45. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And they get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down. And now they're in the hurry-up. Throwing on 2nd and long. Stroud. And my goodness, another interception. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Colts are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these. Taking it right down Broadway. Jonathan Taylor, touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor. His 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Colts get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. This taken in at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played.
And got his man complete. A huge play there for Houston. And even 50 yards. Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Stroud on 3rd down now. That is caught, and they move this all the way down to the 9. And they're going to speed things up here. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. On the move to his, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Kyle Van Noy able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Here's Stroud. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Back-to-back great plays defensively. You get the sack on 1st and goal. A great job in coverage there. All of a sudden, they're looking at 3rd and goal from further back than when they started.
And the really good play callers look ahead and down and distance sequence.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Tank Dell with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Texans are able to at least get one score back.
Cup 19! Cup 19!
Stroud's going to try to throw for the conversion. And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion, no good.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
On the ready. Reload.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Unlock line. No. Hey.
Richardson out of the shotgun. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Let's go, baby. Turn it up.
The line to gain is the 33 on third down. Now it's Richardson. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
A 56-yard attempt.
And that is no good. But that's just a minor blip here in what's been a thoroughly dominating performance.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through. And that one winds up no good.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Here we go.
Second and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas. Now Stroud. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Stroud to throw it. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at them that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. So following the failed try on 4th down, we'll change ends. Back now in Houston. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 164 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. In motion is McKenzie. Richardson now going to fake the jet sweep, and he'll throw off play action. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And while all of that was going on with a sack, it appears, unfortunately, we have an injured player. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. The Colts on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 15. And the pressure gets to him again. Will Anderson in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This will be taken at the 10. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Stroud. Pass to Brown. He's got it on the crossing route. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 1st and 10. It's Stroud. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take...
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts are on their way to a 2-0 start. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be... And now look at this, big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline and saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense. Yeah. I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
Stroud now on 2nd down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Play action. Stroud now. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. From the gun, it's Taylor. He's got it to the 43 here.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 6. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. Here is 3rd and 5. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And that little deke, the juke move that we saw, able to give him the 1st down yardage before he's brought down. 210 yards rushing for him now in the afternoon as he just continues to pummel this defense. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. So not his arm, but hurting him with his legs. A gain of 19 on the keeper and a first down.
First down, Colts.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. His pass caught at the 4. And the Colts are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
Ball start, offense.
Jonah Williams, former first-round pick, the guilty party. From back at the 8 now after the false start, another try at 1st and goal. On the counter, it's Taylor. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
Again, it'll be Taylor. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Now Minshew. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Jonathan Greenard running in to pick up the sack.
Matt Gay on board field goal. A 28-yard attempt.
Gay's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Texans back out there and ready to go. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
On 1st down, here's Stroud. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Stroud now on 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense.